compliments to Vicky for this workshop of Conclave on green shipping and ports, unlocking opportunities for a sustainable maritime future. I think no topic could be more relevant at this stage in our journey as a nation and of course for the world. And I should compliment Vicky that they put together an audience and a group of speakers who are extremely relevant for this subject, who are all experts, many of whom are experts, and hopefully this conclave will yield some more insights into this green journey. As you're all aware, the importance of the green economy is something that has been emphasized over and over again. Like the Honorable Prime Minister says, we are part of a sector where we want to do greening and greening of the blue economy. That's what he says, greening of the blue economy. Therefore, the entire ports, shipping and waterways sector, which our ministry looks after, is now part of the blue economy. And the blue economy just does not restrict itself to waterways or coasts or ports, but the entire ocean surrounding us. And that's, as you know, a huge area. Therefore, it involves not just the ports or shipping, but it also involves other aspects of the ecosystem. So, when we start this journey, first, I just tell you something about what we already have done and what we need and what is our vision, and then what we hope to do in the next few years. As you are aware, the port sector has witnessed a significant growth and revival over the last decade. Our capacities have doubled. The cargo handling capacities of the major ports have doubled. If you look at qualitative indices, on the international shipment rank, we have jumped from the 44th to the 22nd rank. Our vessel turnaround time has now come down to less than a day, 0.9 days. And 24 national waterways have now been operationalized as against 3 operational NWs a decade earlier. And the transport using inland waterways has increased by 320%, while coastal cargo is 102%. I'm mentioning this in the context of what Mr. Rizwan said, that the movement by waterways is much cheaper and of course environmentally more friendly than rail, which is further more environmentally friendly than road. So the modal shift is very important, and I'm glad to share with you that this modal shift is already happening and that it needs to be taken forward. So this is what has already been done in terms of achievements. Of course, the green part, I'll just keep coming to that. The second part is, do we have a vision? Yes. So the Amritkal vision that was talked about, the 2047 vision that was talked about, has already been framed, has already been launched by the Honorable Prime Minister in October 23. I think we were the first ministry to actually launch the vision. And you know that it's both for us a vision and a mission, because we exist because we want to be green and we want to do everything in a green manner. But our vision is that by 2047 all our ports will be completely green, and we have a series of themes in that vision, and many of them pertain to green, the green concept. And the latest program that has been announced, which is the Viksit Bharat, which is basically about developed India in 2047, also talks about green. And our vision is that when our GDP is 32 trillion in 2047 and our exports are about 7 trillion, we will need port capacity which is much higher. And we are now at about 2,600 million tons, or 4 times, there are about 10,000 million tons is the kind of capacities we will require. And therefore, the enormous increase in GDP and the port capacity would ordinarily be accompanied by also enormous degradation, environmental degradation. But we are conscious of the fact that underpinning the entire effort has to be the sustainability mantra, and therefore, whatever we say, whatever we do, we are always talking about green. And green is also part of the Panchamrit commitments which the Honorable PM has been talking about, and our Honorable Minister has also been supporting. And as you are aware that in order to be green, it's not enough that we just decide that, okay, all our ships will be green, or all our ports will be green. We also need to do the ecosystem. And there we have followed the IMO guidelines. Luckily for us, we have a very, very supportive, proactive IMO, which is, set many standards, and whether it's fuels, whether it's vessels, whether it's ports, a sea change is happening at the IMO, and a large number of committees are looking into the standards. And unless we have standards, we can't, because we are an international industry, and therefore we need to have international standards. So having said that, in India, what have we been doing in the last few years which enhances our commitment to the entire green concept, sustainability concept? The first thing is that we need an institutional agreement. Secondly, we need policies and frameworks. Thirdly, we need commitment of resources, financial, people, funds, materials, infrastructure, whatever. And we need know-how, research to happen. And this both on the ecosystem side as well as the system side, which means the ports and the vessels. So, the first thing is, you may be aware that we have set up the Center for National Center for Excellence in Green Ports and Shipping. So that is part of the institutional agreement which will look at various green initiatives. Apart from this, we have a framework which is called the Harit Sagar Guidelines, which we issued last year, which will enable the ports to all transition into the green realm. And then we also have the Green Tug Guidelines which we issued, which means that tugs in all the ports will now transition to becoming green. They're all burning fuel and they will all become green. Similarly, on the waterways, we have the Harit Nauka policy which we introduced a few months back. And under this we envision that all our vessels which now use waterways will all get converted into green. And you might be aware that a few days back, the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, launched the first green vessel, which CSL CMD is here. So we launched the first green vessel, hydrogen vessel. And before that, of course, the Cochin Water Metro, all of you are aware, all electric vessels. And two more vessels, electric vessels, were launched in Varanasi and Ayodhya last month, in January. Therefore, a large number of these initiatives are only meant to bring before our commitments to the sustainability philosophy. In this, the other thing that we've done, 4 of our ports, JNPA, GPA, PPA, and VOCPA are already now have their energy requirements completely met by green sources, which means either solar or wind. And the hydrogen hub, the first green hydrogen hub port was launched in Tuticorin again last month by the Honorable Prime Minister. So what is our vision? Is that in the green ecosystem, you require renewable energy. So in Tuticorin we have both of that. We have solar, wind, and also we are proposing offshore wind. Then you require water, and we sanctioned the desal plant. Then you require land, and 400 acres of land will be allotted to different companies who have come forward to put up electrolyzers to manufacture hydrogen, green hydrogen. And one more thing is we are only committed to green hydrogen. So there are a lot of people who talk of various other colors, grey, brown, black, and so on. But we are very sure that it's all going to be green for us. And we have identified 3 hubs. One of them is Kandla, one of them is Tuticorin, the other is Paravi. And all these 3 hubs will act as the pilots where the green hydrogen movement, the green hydrogen production will take off. In fact, yesterday I was having a meeting with LNG and of course Mr. Kumar. And there are so many dots which need to be connected. We need to, on the one hand, do the vessels, on the other hand, like I said, we need to do the ports, the ecosystem. And in Norway, we found that it's ammonia which is being pushed. Of course, a few months back, Maersk had launched their methanol vessel, and the order book is full of methanol and ammonia, so we are going that way. But I don't know, it's all multi-fuel. It's not one single fuel, it's all multi-fuel. And as far as green ports are concerned, the ecosystem that I was talking about, so water we have, land we have, and I was also telling others there that land, water, wind, sun. There's all it requires to make energy today. And we have ample quantities of all the 4. And many other countries don't. And therefore, if we can produce energy locally using these 4 great resources, and as Tuticorin, like I was telling you, we have water, we have huge amounts of land, a lot of barren land where solar can come up, and luckily the Western Ghats are nearby, therefore you have a funnel and a lot of wind, so you have wind energy, you have offshore wind, one of the best apart from Gujarat where offshore wind can come up. And then of course you have human resources, and you have water because it's near the sea, and you have desal, and that's all you require. So with this, I invite there are any companies who want to do hydrogen at Tuticorin, and we also sanction money to convert some of our ships at SCI into methanol ships. A couple of them already in the process, 80 crores have been sanctioned, and 35 crores to put up this pilot ecosystem at Tuticorin. So I think that a seminar, a conclave of this kind can really come up with a lot of ideas. And one thing I'm sure, whether we have people coming from outside, whether people coming from the private sector, or whether people coming in from the research side, we will ensure that wherever ideas are generated, wherever in the world, we will pick them up, we will implement them, and we will ensure that we will find ways of doing something that ensure that will lead us to 100% renewable energy, 100% efficient ports within a period of about 5 years. People might talk of 25, 10, etc. But I think in 5 years it is doable. And if not in the international shipping, at least coastal and river in the inland waterways, that is under our control. So we are working at making it completely green in 5 years. So I hope you will have your support, and I hope the deliberations of this conclave will help us do that. And at any time anyone wants to talk to us, give us ideas, please do come forward. We have of course all the city members here, and we have all the consultants. But often I find one-to-one discussions come up with a lot of new fresh insights which help us to frame policy and to take policy to take this green movement forward. Thank you, Vicky and Pooja, for again giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir, for this detailed insights into the government's vision towards maritime sustainability. We are confident that under your dynamic leadership, we will surely achieve the great objectives. I will now invite Ms. Pooja, Assistant Secretary General City, to propose a formal vote. Thanks.
Dignitaries on the diet and off the diet, a very good morning. I will keep it extremely brief, given Secretary has a time commitment to attend some meetings. Just a few things that I would like to highlight is our presidency in G20 has given us, as India, a position
to lead the role in sustainability and important transition to net zero shipping. Now, today's conference is an effort from FICCI to initiate dialogue and promote deliberations around green shipping. These discussions are going to serve as a catalyst driving collective action towards greener maritime practices. It's our privilege to have Mr. C. Ramachandran, Secretary with us today, so thank you for taking our time. And so well articulating the vision requirement of India towards the greener maritime future. I am also grateful to Dr. Vibha Raman for being with us today. Also taking us through a journey of ferry. I mean, if you look at it, talking about sustainability way back then when everything was just manufactured. There was somebody who was thinking about the cleaner future. And that was Tata Group in India, and that is how the ferry has come forward. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us today. I take this opportunity also to acknowledge Mr. Madhu Nair, who has been a stalwart in leading the green initiatives in India, in our audience today. And most sincere acknowledgement to our own Mr. Rizwan Kumar, Chair and FICCI Committee on Logistics, for his vision and guidance in steering FICCI's initiatives in this direction. So it's his leadership and commitment that makes us do and pick up areas which are not today. Green is more of a talk which we are trying to move towards action, and the people sitting on the diet. If you look at it, it is the industry leader, it is the policy maker, and the research. These representatives are going to take a collaborative action towards initiatives. And FICCI as an organization will stand with all of them and work in amplifying the impact, amplifying the messages from the industry leaders, from the research institutes, from the government, to our audience, to our industry, and we The discussion during the day will focus on ESG goals and the vision and the key initiatives for Indian ports. We will encourage a wholehearted participation from all of you. Lastly, it's my duty to thank our sponsors who have made today's program happen. Our board sponsors, JM Bakshi Group, Logistics Partner, DP World, Silver Partner, Cochin Shipyard, and Knowledge Partner, PwC. Once again, I would just highlight that the collaborative action from the research, from the industry, from the government is going to make a greener future for India and Indian maritime sector. With this, we will just take a small break and the delegates from the diet and reassemble for the position. Thank you very much.